All right, and welcome back, guys. This is another video that has been a very long time in the making, and this is part of the main thing we do on this channel here. So just go over it real quick to show you what we mean. If you look at multiplayer, we currently have 100% everything done in the multiplayer challenges. Head over to zombies. Once again, we've got 100%, 100% here, everything completed in zombies. And then campaign, if you look, once again, we have all the challenges complete in campaign. So as it goes for Cold War, we currently pretty much have every challenge done. We have all three of the Dark Ops Masters done. So we have the Dark Ops Master done in all three of the modes, all of the base challenges done in all three of the modes, and the seasonal challenges done for all three of the modes. So when it comes to challenges done for this season, we pretty much have every single thing unlocked in this game. But before we get into this video, we're currently on the grind for 30k subs. So if you want to drop a sub on the channel, I'd absolutely appreciate that. Right now, only 20% of the people who actively watch these are subbed. And on top of that, we've got really cool grinding shirts that you can wear while grinding for 100% or whatever else you're grinding for. Linked in the description below. But with that, let's go ahead and get right into this, boys. Now, one of my favorite things they have introduced into Call of Duty over the years was the 100%er calling card. Usually one of the hardest things to unlock in the game. When it comes to big things you unlock in a Call of Duty, like mastery things, the top three things are whatever the mastery tier camo is, Dark Ops Master, and the 100% calling card. They all kind of go hand in hand. They're all kind of essentially what you get for finishing the final thing all the way through. Now, this game has Dark Ops Master calling cards. This game has mastery camos. So you would think this game has a 100%er calling card. And now we're going to go through essentially what happens when you get all this done and kind of your reward for completing 100% in this game. Now, a little bit of backstory. The 100%er calling card was introduced in Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was also the first Call of Duty to have a mastery camo in it. Now, however, the 100%er calling card in Black Ops 3 started off with a little bit of a rocky launch. So in Black Ops 3, if you don't know, the 100%er calling card was actually a Dark Ops at launch. And for the longest time, this was the Dark Ops nobody knew how to get. The unfortunate thing is that challenge was actually bugged. When you got 100% of everything done, the calling card didn't unlock, and it was like that for like 4 or 5 months after the game came out. Usually Treyarch's kind of on top of the ball when it comes to patching. Pretty big progression, things like that, or at least they used to be before this game. But that 100%er calling card kind of definitely took a backseat in Black Ops 3. I know a lot of people who got all the challenges done in Black Ops 3, they expected to get this calling card, and nothing happened. You didn't get it, and you just kind of chilled there, and you waited months and months. We got it here 2 or 3 months before it was fixed, so we just kind of had to chill. And when they did finally fix that challenge, they released the calling card, and yeah, this is what it looked like. And as you can tell here, most people were not actually happy about the way it looked. We on this channel actually knew beforehand. One of the most popular videos on my channel was kind of figuring out what this calling card looked like by using supply drops. Nobody else at the time knew what this calling card looked like. There was data miners who kind of looked into this, and they weren't able to find what it looked like. No one knew what the 100%er calling card looked like. But I kind of use speculation, because the way supply drops worked in this is sometimes it flashed random images. And we found an image that I assumed was the 100% calling card. Turns out we were correct, and oh boy, were people disappointed with how this looked. Now, waiting 4 or 5 months after launch for them to finally fix the 100% calling card, it took a few more months after that for them to update it and make it look good. As you can tell, not the best calling card ever when you unlock that. Many people were upset, but they did actually end up updating it, which is the first time that I know of that they updated the way a calling card looked in Call of Duty. And boy, did they smash this out of the park. I think this is probably the single best looking calling card in Call of Duty history. That might just be nostalgia for me, but this calling card went from being probably one of the most bland calling cards in Black Ops 3 to being probably one of my all-time favorite calling cards of all time. Now, I know that they did this again for zombies and for multiplayer in Black Ops 4, but for me, the 100%er in those games didn't have the same effect. They were just kind of a little lame. They didn't really have that bam or wow factor that Black Ops 3 had. And honestly, the calling cards looked like they could have just been a mastery calling card from any other challenge tier. They didn't really show that you got 100%. But on the other hand, if you looked at the Black Ops 3 100%er calling card, you immediately knew that that calling card was for completing 100% of the challenges. Essentially, it was the 100% icon just being smashed by a fist. And to me, that is kind of the peak challenge reward that we have seen in Call of Duty in a while. Very rewarding, and that's one of the few calling cards that when you spot it, you know exactly what someone did to unlock that. There have been a few other calling cards like that in Call of Duty history. It's just like the very nuclear calling card. If you see that, you kind of immediately know what that is and what they did to get that. And this was like that, but to more of an extreme case. Now, given that, one of the most things I was excited about in this game was to get these 100% challenges complete, because usually, like I said in Treyarch games, when you smash this goal, you are rewarded with some absolute fire. However, in this game, if you can see here, we currently have 100% in all 3 modes, right? And we have been rewarded with nothing. We have gotten no calling cards for 100% in any one of the categories. So it's pretty much confirmed that there's no 100% for getting all the challenges complete. And on top of that, we have done it in all 3 modes. So it is confirmed that there's not an overall 100%. Or maybe you were thinking, oh, well, maybe you got to get 100% in all 3 modes to get it this year. Not the case. We currently have all of the challenges in this game complete except for a few Dark Ops, but we don't really need those because we already have all of the Dark Ops Master calling cards, which I explained in a different video. Yeah, and there is no reward in this game. You get absolutely nothing, but I think there is hope of them actually adding it. A lot of people are like, well, if it's this far into the game's launch, there's 0 chance. They're not adding this. It's a lost cause. Move on. Which would usually be kind of my mindset on this if we didn't look back and kind of think what happened in Black Ops 3. In Black Ops 3 actually received quite a few updates, updating things very quickly. But even in Black Ops 3, where we got updates for issues and challenge tracking issues right off the bat, they didn't even update the 100%er calling card in that game for many, many months. That calling card didn't get fixed until 4 or 5 months after launch, and then even after that, it took them a few more months for them to update it to make it look something that wasn't horrendous. And if we think with that mindset into this, I think there is still a chance, I think there's actually a pretty good chance that we could potentially see 100% added for all 3 of these modes, and potentially maybe a 300% or essentially a times 300% calling card. Probably a little bit less likely on that last one there, but I definitely do think there is a chance that it gets updated, because in Black Ops 3, the 100% calling card was nowhere near as hyped up as it is nowadays, because back then no one really knew what it was. You didn't know how to get it. It was kind of this mysterious thing, but there wasn't that much hype behind it. But this year, I've heard a lot of people talking about 100% calling cards, and kind of like, hey, why is this game missing it? This is something I usually go for. So there's a little bit more pressure on them now. And as we saw with Black Ops 3, it took them 4 or 5 months after launch to even fix it in that game. Whereas on this game, they've got other things to worry about. I think it might be something that could potentially get added, but there's also a chance that at the same time, they just don't care. They just forget about it, not a big deal to them, and they move on. But yeah, nevertheless, if they do update this, if they do at any point in time add a 100%er calling card, you know that same day we will be posting a video, and I will keep you guys up to date exactly what's going on with the challenges in this game. Next season, we currently have all seasonal challenges done, but I guarantee you come next season, we'll get all the seasonal challenges again, and we'll find out exactly what happens if you get Seasonal Master 2 times in a row. We're essentially just going to keep unlocking everything in this game. Right now, we have all Dark Ops, all challenges, all seasonal challenges. We have all reticles, and we almost have all character unlocks. We're missing 2 Warzone character unlocks right now, but besides that, everything else in this entire game is currently unlocked on this account. We're just kind of waiting till next season, waiting for next season to push forward and finish the rest of the unlocks. Now, a quick side note that I did want to add on to the end of this video, another reason that there might not be a 100% calling card that makes sense for zombies, but not really for multiplayer. With the introduction of FIREBASE-Z, they added in this new challenge category called Requiem Advancement. Now, this category wasn't here before FIREBASE-Z's launch, but they added it in. And as you can see, there's just one challenge category here called FIREBASE-Z Report. Now, obviously, they're probably going to add in essentially the same exact thing with 6 challenges for every single map they add in. And obviously, when they do that, this challenge isn't going to read 100% anymore. It's going to go down to 50% because now there's double the amount of challenges and you'll have to do all those. And they'll probably do that for whatever amount of maps they add into this game. So that could be one argument I could see is like, oh, they're going to add 100%. Maybe they're just not ready yet because all the challenges aren't in the game. But that argument doesn't make a whole lot of sense for campaign and for multiplayer, where I don't really know if they're going to add any more challenges. I think we're probably good for multiplayer, and I'm almost positive we're done with campaign challenges. All campaign challenges are in the game. I doubt they'll add any more of those. And as it goes for multiplayer, and look, see, this is how buggy this game is. That 100% icon that was down here, now it's not here. So cool. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just another thing about this game. Just you can't even. Okay, I guess that 100% like. Oh, there it's back. Look at that. Oh, cool. Now it's back. You just gotta go on the dark ops menu, you back right out. But the argument that I would kind of propose to say that we're not going to get any more multiplayer challenges, they recently just added ranked play, and they allowed you to get new calling cards in ranked play. And the added calling cards they allow you to get in linked play are done kind of through this rank up ladder thing. And if you go in here, you can see if you hit rank 30, you get this calling card and this calling card. If they were going to add a new category in multiplayer, they probably would have done it with this and had you get these in kind of that thing there. But yeah, that's kind of the current state of things in Cold War. Very, very sad that we do not have a 100% multiplayer calling card, because honestly, I absolutely loved it in Black Ops 3, and I was really, really hoping to see something like that again. And as it stands now, not here, but trust me guys, they update it, you'll know right away on this channel. I'll keep you guys up to date with that. I'm gonna leave you guys with a question though. How many 100% calling cards have you earned? Did you get 100% in this game in any of the modes? Did you do it in any other previous Call of Duties? But yeah, I'll see you guys later.